Let's talk about your home now. I'll ask you some questions. Answer as clearly and naturally as possible, and don't forget to give details. Where is your home? Sample answer. I live in a small city called Greenview, which is about an hour away from the capital. It's a peaceful place with a lot of greenery and parks. Do you live in a house or a flat? Sample answer. I live in a house. It's a 2-story building with a small garden in the front. I prefer living in a house because it gives me more space and privacy compared to a flat. Who do you live with? Sample answer. I live with my parents and my younger sister. We've lived together for many years, and I really enjoy the time we spend as a family. Are there many rooms in your home? Sample answer. Yes, there are quite a few rooms. We have a living room, kitchen, dining room, and 4 bedrooms. It's spacious enough for all of us. What is your favorite room? Sample answer. My favorite room is my bedroom. It's a cozy space with a lot of natural light. I enjoy spending time there reading, studying, and relaxing. How are the walls decorated? Sample answer. The walls in the living room are painted in a light beige color, and we have some framed family photos on the walls. In my bedroom, the walls are a soft blue, and I have some paintings of nature that I really love. What would you change about your home? Sample answer. If I could change something, I would probably expand the kitchen. It's a bit small for our family, and I'd love to have more space to cook and entertain guests. Do you plan to live there in the future? Sample answer. I'm not sure yet. I love living here, but I might move to a different place for work or study in the future. It depends on where life takes me. What facilities are there near your home? Sample answer. There are several facilities near my home, including a grocery store, a gym, and a park. The area is quite convenient because everything we need is within walking distance. What is your neighborhood like? Sample answer. My neighborhood is very quiet and family-friendly. There are lots of trees, and the people are really friendly. It's a peaceful place where you can feel safe and relaxed. Do most people live in houses in your country? Sample answer. Yes, most people in my country live in houses, especially in suburban areas. In big cities, however, flats and apartments are more common because of the high population density. What kind of house would you like to live in the future? Sample answer. In the future, I'd love to live in a house with a large garden and enough space for a home office. I also dream of having a house near the beach or the mountains so that I can enjoy nature every day. Do you have any pets at home? Sample answer. Yes, we have a dog. His name is Max, and he's a playful Labrador. He's very friendly and loves to run around in the garden. Be descriptive. When talking about your home, provide as many details as possible. Mention the size of the rooms, the furniture, or the view from the windows. This shows a good range of vocabulary. Use comparisons. Compare your current home to where you lived before. For example, my previous home was smaller, but it had a bigger garden. This helps demonstrate your ability to speak fluently about different topics. Stay relaxed and confident. It's okay to talk about your future plans or what you would like to change. This gives you an opportunity to use conditionals and show more advanced language skills. Let's now talk about your hometown. I'll ask you some questions, and I'd like you to answer in detail. Be sure to speak clearly, and remember, there's no right or wrong answer. Where is your hometown? Sample answer. My hometown is called Newtown, and it's located in the central part of my country. It's a medium-sized city with a lot of historical significance and a growing population. Do you like your hometown? Sample answer. Yes, I love my hometown. It's a peaceful place with friendly people, and it's the perfect balance between a busy city and a quiet, countryside feel. I've always felt at home there. Do you often visit your hometown? Sample answer. Yes, I visit my hometown quite often, especially during holidays or special family events. It's important for me to stay connected to my roots and catch up with family and old friends. What is your hometown like? Sample answer. It's a charming city with a mix of modern buildings and traditional architecture. The streets are lined with trees, and there are lots of parks and green spaces. It has a relaxed atmosphere, but also offers the conveniences of a bigger city. What is the oldest place in your hometown? Sample answer. The oldest place in my hometown is the Central Square, which dates back over 300 years. It's surrounded by historic buildings, including the Town Hall, which is a beautiful example of classical architecture. What is there for a foreigner to do or see in your hometown? Sample answer. For a foreigner, there's plenty to do in my hometown. They can visit the historical museums, take a walk through the old city center, or enjoy the local festivals that showcase our culture. There's also a popular lake where people can boat or hike. How could your hometown be improved? Sample answer. I think my hometown could be improved by developing better public transport. It's not as efficient as it could be, and making it more eco-friendly would benefit the environment as well as the daily commuters. Has your hometown changed much since you were a child? Sample answer. Yes, it has changed a lot. When I was a child, it was much smaller and quieter, but now it's more developed with shopping malls, new housing estates, and a larger population. Some parts have become more modernized, but I still feel that the essence of my hometown remains the same. Is there good public transportation in your hometown? Sample answer. Not really. The public transportation system could use some improvement, especially the bus and train services. There are buses, but they don't always run on time, and not all areas are well connected. Do you think your hometown is a good place to bring up children? Sample answer. Yes, I think it's a great place to bring up children. It's safe, with lots of parks and schools nearby, and the community is very supportive. I believe it offers a healthy environment for young families. What do you like most about your hometown? Sample answer. What I like most is the sense of community. Everyone knows each other, and people are always ready to lend a helping hand. It's also a place where nature and modern life exist side by side, making it a peaceful yet dynamic place to live. Are there any famous people from your hometown? Sample answer. Yes, there are a few famous people from my hometown. One of the most notable is a well-known actor who has made a name for himself internationally. It's quite an honor for our town to have produced such talent. Include specific details. When describing your hometown, use specific details to make your answer more interesting. Mention landmarks, famous sites, or unique characteristics that make your town special. This helps you showcase a wider range of vocabulary. Talk about changes. If you've lived in your hometown for many years, discussing how it has changed over time can be an effective way to show that you can discuss past, present, and future events. Mention new developments or improvements as well as the aspects that have stayed the same. Use comparisons. Compare your hometown to other places you've visited or lived in. For example, you could say something like, "My hometown is much quieter than the city I live in now, which makes it a peaceful place to relax."